Ooh, it's hot outside, but that's not stopping me from thinking about Christmas. Got a little cold Coca-Cola here to cool me off today. This little Mailbag Monday video I got going on is all some packages I got for upcoming Christmas projects. You know, here it is, 1st of July, and you're thinking, Sean, you're working on Christmas projects? Yeah, this is just a small project I got going on. If this works out fairly well, I plan on expanding it. Hopefully I can get expanded by Christmas time. So I'm doing a lot of pre-work now. And this is just some, I guess you say, prototype stuff for upcoming larger projects. So let's get to each one of these packages and see what I got. And then at the end, we'll tell you how this is all going to come together and what I plan on doing with it. Stick around. All right, first package here is comes from Florida. Now, most of these packages I got off of Amazon and eBay. Most of them are eBay. A couple from Amazon, I believe. Let's open this first one up. All right. So what I have here is a, I believe this is a micro mini USB cable. I think it's 3 or 4 foot long. What I need that for, seeing I don't have those here at the house, all of our devices use USB-C to charge up. So I had to get that one for this, or these I should say. I got 2 of them. Don't know if you can see that, but this is an ESP8266. It is a NodeMcu Wi-Fi module. And basically what this is a small microprocessor, or sets of microprocessors, that has a Wi-Fi chip built into it. Means I can control this board and tell it what to do through my home Wi-Fi, or my neighbor's Wi-Fi, or whoever's Wi-Fi I actually get to tie into. It has all the pins here on the back that you can connect your devices to, your sensors, or whatever you plan on controlling with this particular device. Okay, so this is basically the brains of the operation that I'm going to be doing. I got 2 of them. Do I need to? Not right now, I don't. But like I said, this is going to be my first time using these particular modules. And if I blow one up, I got a spare. I don't have to wait for them. I want to say they're about, I'll put the price on the screen here, maybe $5-6 a piece, maybe more than that. I can't remember how much it was, but this is the start of my Christmas project. And the next package I have here comes from Kentucky. Let's open this up real quick and see what we got in here. Mic tuning is what it looks like. I can't remember what this is. I remember what I got, but I want to say I actually got 1 or 2 of some things. Maybe found a better deal or bought stuff twice. I've been buying these packages over the last couple of weeks, months, that sort of thing, to kind of get everything together and make it affordable. Okay, this one actually came off Amazon, so I'm not mistaken. I'll put a link to all these packages or these items in the description box below for you if you're interested in any of these items. Let's open this up here. Alright, so what this is a power distribution board. It's mainly for cars and vehicles and things like that. Looks like it has some little stickers you can put on it, tell you what is what. Anyways, basically what you do, if I can get into it here, my first time playing with this. I'll have to fiddle around with it here. There we go. If you look here on the top, it has a positive and the bottom has a negative. Okay, so you can put in, I forgot how many volts it goes up to. I think it's 30. I'm not sure. I have to take a look at it again. But what this is you have a main power source, positive on one side, negative on the other, coming into it, and then it distributes it off for these 6 distribution points, and you can put a fuse inside of there. I have to get some fuses for this, and it tells you which has got power to it and which is not. Lights up. Basically, it's a power distribution board. This is another part of the project where I'm going to have multiple points of power for this Christmas project. So you might be understanding where I'm going with this project. I think this was probably $12, $13, maybe $14. I think I got it off Amazon. It was Amazon, eBay. Anyways, I'll put the link to it in the description, and put a price around here somewhere of what I paid for this. I've seen them different places go for different prices and quote different manufacturers, and it's all the same thing. So yeah, just a vital piece of the pie here for my Christmas selection. All right, next up is another package from Kentucky. Cut into this one real quick. Now, at first I thought this was another one of what I had before, one I just opened up, but I remember it's not. Okay. And what I have here is a power supply. Output, excuse me. 5 volts, 10 amps. So what you do is you will take, if you look right here, you put your, your house voltage, 120 volts input. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically take an extension cord, cut the ends off, and you put your hot, neutral, and your ground. So you put in 120 volts on this side right here. It gives you 5 volts up to 10 amps. And it has a, I think that's a potentiometer. Yeah, potentiometer that you can adjust the voltage, probably a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher. I'm not exactly sure. I have to go back and look at it. I'm gonna put my meter on it, and it makes you can make sure it's giving you exactly the voltage you need for your project. So now you can understand why I needed power supply, the power distribution. Okay, and so this is just another piece of the puzzle. It's not the best quality. They're relatively cheap. I mean, there's not a whole lot into them. If you can tell, it's old school technology inside of there. Probably not 100% effective or efficient. So, you know, like I said, it's the old cheap Chinese electronics. Nothing too fancy about it. But, you know, the project I'm going for, I'm trying to make it low key and low budget. So we'll see how this one works out. And this package here came in the Amazon purchase. My fiance has an Amazon Prime account, and she got these. Came in a box with a couple other items. So there's no label on it, no shipping label. Alright, so what these are is a development board. Or a almost a distribution board, you know, however you want to say it. I can get into it. Let's just do it that way, I guess. Alright, so if you look here, it's for the ESP8266 terminal adapter. Excuse me, terminal adapter. Basically what you do is you set one of these inside of these slots, the black slots here, on the inside rail. And then if you look here on the other side, it has screw terminals where you can put wire inside of it. So then you won't have to worry about soldering onto the pins of the outputs of these, or inputs, however you want, you know, however you're setting it up. Funny thing is, I didn't find too many of these on Amazon or eBay. I only found 1 or 2, and I want to say Amazon was the cheapest. Even there were some from eBay, but they were from like the UK, and they were way expensive. I think these were, I think they were $15 for 2 of them, or $10. I don't know. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll put the price page somewhere right up in this area here. But here in a little bit, I'll show you how these are going to work out. This is going to help me out, and you can tell it has the pins. It tells you what each one of these pins go to. helps with programming and such. This is going to help me out because I won't have to worry about soldering. If something breaks, I can easily take it off of the board without desoldering it. All I'll do is unscrew it. So anyways, just another helpful and small piece of the puzzle. And the last piece of the puzzle here with this round of packages. This is another Amazon from California. Surprisingly enough, none of this stuff I got from China. Not directly, I should say. Usually a lot of these packages I've been getting come from China, but I've been finding fairly decent prices on the US, and you know, don't have to wait 3-4 weeks for it. Get everything here and working. Alright. So what I have here, I believe it is a strip of 300 LEDs. Now they're not just any other random LEDs. If you look, each one of these has a point after them where these little gold pads are. You can cut these after each one. Okay, if you look in the middle there, it says 5 volts, DO and DI and GND. So your 5 volts is what powers the LED. Your DO is data out. Your data out is going into the next LED, which is data in. It travels like a water hose, goes this way. Okay, and then ground is ground, simple as that. What these are individually addressable LEDs. I can change each one of these LEDs. Now this whole strip, I think there's 300. You can see all the little white dots are LEDs. I can change every single one of these LEDs a separate color, a different color. The whole broad spectrum of what they can do is pretty impressive. They take 5 volts. Originally I was planning on doing a 12 volt setup and went to 5 volts. I may go back using the 12 volts. I have another power supply that's set up for 12 volts. These run on 5 volts. So that's kind of why I went with this, because I can power this off of this. We'll get into that in just a minute. Anyways, you see here you can power them from your power supply, and then, or you can power them off of a different type of controller. So this is the final piece of the puzzle of my Christmas 2022 Christmas project I got going on. Actually, I may actually have be able to have this up and running, what I got going, for upcoming holidays and such, you know, colors and stuff for holidays. So give me just a second here, we'll get all this together and I will kind of show you what I got going on and the whole what I hope the input, the end product is going to be. So this is a real quick breakdown of how this all is going to lay out. The USB cable is going to attach to my computer. I'm going to basically program the 8266 module that sits inside of the terminal board, and the wire from the terminal board is going to go into the LED strip here. I'm going to have 120 volts coming from my house here, coming out with 12 volts is going to feed this. This I'm going to have where I can feed power to this and power to my LEDs. This should be plenty enough to power everything. It's overkill. I bought overkill, but in case this works out really well, I will be able to have maybe a couple of these running or more LEDs running. I'm not sure how much these can run, but I got a little bit of room for expansion on this. Or I can actually power the 8266 module off of this, off of a cell phone brick charger. So I got a couple options with that. This is going to be able to, I'm looking at doing a leaping arch, or maybe around my garden sidewalk, flower garden. I got it's about 20 foot long, and I think this is just shy of 20 foot or right at 20 foot. It may be 15 foot. I'm not sure. I can make it work out. Yeah, just a little something I got working on. I'm trying to do a leaping arch. I got an old school leaping arch I built here a while back. I'll put a link right up here of how I built it. Kind of the same process, using a microprocessor, hand programming it, everything. I won't have to do any hand programming with this. I will set it up on a program on my laptop that's a whole lot more user friendly. just basically clicking and sliding little boxes around in time with the music and everything. I'm going to try to get music involved with this Christmas show. Just my, overzealous plans for Christmas. But this is just kind of a simplified version of what I got going on. I still got to figure out how to connect this to this. I'm probably going to buy some pigtails for this, and some wire. I got wire at the house to connect this and this. I got extension cords. It's not a big deal. This is just the main pieces of what's going on. Once I get this going and built in, I'm gonna try to get a video where I show you how I set it all up, how I did everything, that sort of thing. So if this is something that's interesting, you just keep an eye out here, probably the next couple of weeks, maybe a month or so. Once I get all the bugs and kinks worked out and get rid of the learning curve, I'll see if I can get a video going on for all this working. But anyways, this concludes this week's Mailbag Monday, a little Christmas in July edition. If you got any questions or comments or possibly concerns, or if you've done this before, please let me know in the comments below. This is going to be a first time for me, and it's going to be interesting. Let's just say that. I'm hoping this works out well. I'm not trying to do any award-winning light shows this year. I'm going to try to get what I got going working well and better, and try to implement just a little bit of pixels. These are, some people call them pixel strips, some people call them LEDs or pixel LEDs. Anyways, we'll get into that in another video. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you next time.